We are witnessing a paradigm shift in the tech world, largely driven by AI. In this episode, I'll focus on an innovative perspective from someone considering making an app. Before diving in, let's reflect on how we used to approach problem solving. We relied heavily on StackOverflow, documentations, or YouTube videos to understand concepts and find solutions to common issues. Before tools like ChatGPT, these resources were essential. While they are still relevant and far from obsolete, statistics show that developers increasingly favor AI-driven tools for quick and efficient solutions to fix things. This shift doesn't mean that people have stopped asking questions. Rather, it signifies a change in how developers seek help. With tools like Copilot or FlutterFlow, creating apps has become incredibly easy. However, there are some caveats. We should remember the true value of our code. There is a common misunderstanding among those unfamiliar with software development, including non-coders and even some beginner developers. They often struggle to differentiate between valuable code. We need to think about our code within the context of the market. In a market environment, whether we are developing an app or an algorithm, our code is ultimately valued by if it can generate revenue or be sold. Clean code, best practices, or the specific technology stack used often don't matter as much as the code's potential to make money. This raises an important question. Are there effective solutions that can produce code with real market value, code that can actually be sold? Over the past couple of years, I've explored several good tools, especially no-code platforms and AI tools. Starting with no-code solutions, tools like FlutterFlow and Bubble.io look promising, but I'll leave the research findings for another time. Now it's time to dive deeper into developer-specific topics. No-code tools. The name is pretty self-explanatory, actually. Without writing a single line of code, you're able to create both web and mobile apps. But there are some caveats that need to be considered carefully. I believe the most important point is that people often think no code means you don't need any development experience or knowledge. Creating an app is heavily rely on its structure. What I mean is that even if you don't write code, you should still be mindful of app structure, page routing, security practices, data types, and optimization. These concepts may seem overwhelming, but you need to consider them and educate yourself to create a well-structured app. However, that's not enough. There are other important points to consider with these tools. I'd say that most of the no-code tools will satisfy your needs for simple features. But when it comes to more complex functionalities or highly customized designs, they might fall short. Essentially, these platforms are built for simple usage, and their structure may not always meet your needs. This also brings up another caveat. You can't always add custom code in most scenarios. No-code tools come with limitations and restrictions. While you can add custom functions or connect third-party apps, the options are often limited. This closed-source structure brings another problem: vendor lock-in. You might find the perfect no-code tool for your next project, invest time and effort into building it, and then, when it's time to deploy the production version, you'll come across limited access to the source code. Even if you pay, your database might be locked in. No-code tools are promising and a great improvement, but they're limited by the capacity of the platform. They're useful for most small to medium projects with common features like messaging, posting, or blog-type apps and websites. However, if you need unique features or highly customized designs, you may want to consider the next tool: AI. Before starting, I should warn you that AI isn't going to build a complete app for you yet. It can be a great co-coder, assisting you by explaining errors, answering coding questions, or generating code for your needs. It can only assist you, which means it's up to you to make decisions on how you structure your app.